jazz guitar enthusiasts around the world, Sandra Sherman here. Greetings from Austria. Today you'll learn how to play Bye Bye Blackbird in chord melody style. You can download the tabs and the backing track from the tracks. It's two from the link down below in the description box. Please also check out my lesson shop, Guitarversum.com. I have a ton of jazz standards there in chord melody style and other lessons too. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, the bell notification maybe, so you won't miss anything. And now let's get started. We're in the key of F major and we have an A-B-C song form. The A section is 16 bars long, while the B and the C sections are both 8 bars long. And then we have our usual 32 bars, again for a jazz standard form, song form. All right, let's start with phrase number 1. That's the first 8 bars of the A section. All right, we start with the F major 7 up here, 8, 10, 9, 10. That's a standard jazz chord. I start with the bass first because the melody is actually on beat 1 and up here. So I play 1 and the rest of the chord follows, D, G, and B string. Then the A string again, the rest follows again, and then the B string alone to give it more accent. All right, G minus 7 is next. That's 10. Here's the root, 8, 10, 11. Those are basic jazz chords. Check out my basic jazz chords tutorial where I explain all the theory and everything and show the chords, of course. Then you move 1 to the left on the B string to the 10th fret. And then I'll leave this line here, shape the F major chord around it again. Play all 4 strings. All right, then I'll leave the pinky line here and have my 5 chord to C13. 8, 8, 9, 10. Then I move 2 to the left with the pinky and play a C9 around it afterwards. That's 7, 8, 7, 8. That looks like an E half diminished. It is, but it's also a C9 without the root. So memorize your root here on the 8th fret and 1 to the left on the A string. That's where you start, okay? So you can move that voicing around and use it for other songs. So we have... And the resolution chord F major 9 we have, here's the root 8, 7, 9, 8. And then I play the F and melody tone. And now there would be an F6 in the lead sheet. I play substitutions because I have a whole chord a whole bar to fill. So I play a B half diminished, has the F on top too. 7, 7, 7, 6. And another substitution, B flat minor 7, 6, 6, 6, 6, all the way up here to the B string. And now here's the resolution F with the A in bass, 5, 3, 5, 6. I fill with the bass, the upper 3 strings, and now the inner 2 strings, the D and the G strings, and I make a fill with an inner voice movement. Go up 2, that's 5, 6, another fret up, 6, 7. Leave this line here of B diminished chord now. B in bass, the 7th, the inner 2 strings again while this still keeps ringing. I just take it off so you see what I'm doing. Then a melody on the 8th fret of the B string, then bar, and you try to catch that 6th on the B string, okay? Right, from the F. Try to make everything ring together, okay? And now we have a C9 sus4, that's 8, 8, 7, 6 to C9. Just move your index to the left on the 5th fret. And then we have and actually that's for G minus 7 to C7, okay? That's a great substitution. A minus 7, 5, 5, 5, 5. And D7 flat 9, 5, 4, 5, 4. That's a 2, 5, 1. And that was it for the first 8 bars. And now let's repeat that. like the chord melody style, check out my chord melody starter pack, where I packed 5 easy lessons from my YouTube channel into one very affordable package. Check it out. I'll put a link down below in the description box. All right? All right, and here are the last 8 bars of the A section. We start with the G minor 7 on beat 1 and. So we have 1 and, that's 5, 7, 6, 6. And then just for fun, I change over to G minor major 7. That's 5, 7, 7, 6. We have to flip the whole chord though. If that's too hard, just play. That's okay. Then the 5 chord, C13. I just glide over here to the 8th fret, 8, 9, 10, 8. C13 that is. And the 11th fret of the B string, and a C9 down here, 5, 7, 5, 6, no C in there. It's an E half diminished chord again. We learned that before. Now this is an inversion. Here's the E. There is no C in there. The C would be here, but it's not in there, okay? So that's 5, 7, 5, 6. And we go to E flat 9. 6, 5, 6, 6, 6. You have to strum through that because you need to play all 5 strings. 1 to the left on the 5th, and D7 flat 9. 4, 5, 4, 5. That's a F sharp half diminished. And we had something like this before. Diminished, check out my diminished over dominant chords. What you learn is how to play, how this works, that we can play diminished. They substitute dominant chords, and also for soloing you can use that concept. And now we go to a D flat diminished flat 13. This doesn't stand for anything really, it's just a passing chord. That's 9, 8, 9, 10. Then I glide 2 to the left on the 8th fret, and I play a C7 flat 9 in the shape of an E diminished chord. And here we have it again with that diminished over dominant. 7, 8, 6, 7. Right? Then I play the inner 2 strings, go 1 to the left and 2 to the left. Inner string movement, inner voicing movement. Then I'm on G minor, and I bar through and hit that high E string on the 3rd fret. Then D flat 9 sharp 11. That's 3, 4, 4. And then the G in the melody by barring. The root would be here. Here's a D flat 9, and that's the sharp 11. C13 flat 9. No root in there again. Here would be the root. Oops, we're a little out of picture. Here we go. So it's 2, 3, 2 by barring, and 5. I'll play the lower 3 strings again first, then a high on the 5th, then I have a little fill, bass, and high upper 3 strings. So 2, 3, 2, 3. Here we go again. C7 flat 9 or E diminished. The whole concept. Check out that video. You'll learn about that whole concept there. And that was no, that was not it. Sorry. We have to resolve it to F major 9 now. Up here, 8, 7, 9, 8. We have this 6, and finally the F major F6. 8, 7, 7, 6. And now I have 1 bar left with no more melody, so I can do whatever I want. I put in a 5 chord and create a little melody myself. That's C9. We had it. 8, 8, 7, 6. Then a 5th of the B string back to the 6th. And now I switch these two, little switcheroo, and I get a C7. What is this actually? Flat 9, flat 5. Joe Pass chord. He loved that chord. And that gives me some nice tension that's going to be resolved in the next phrase in the B section. But first, let's repeat the phrase number 2 for you at slow tempo. 3, 4, 1. Welcome to the B section, and this is phrase number 3 is the entire B section, all 8 bars. We start with that resolution, but with an F9 chord. It doesn't always have to resolve to major or minor. It can also resolve to a dominant chord like F9. That's like that E flat we had before, but 2 up. That's 8, 7, 8, 8, 8, and you strum through all 5 strings. You can do those little 8 notes in between, which I haven't put in the tabs. It's just a natural thing to do. 4 times, and then E7, flat 9, flat 13, 6, 7, 8, 8. And now I go down in 6th in the scale of F. And I play those 6th here. B flat and D, 7, 6. Then I change the string pair. That's 10, 10 of D and B. And 8 and 8 of D and B, yeah. So what we got is, and now E flat dominant. That is part of an E flat 9 chord, like we had it with the C. I don't play the root anymore. It's just a little too, I don't know, uncomfortable up here. So that's enough information for the brain to hear an E flat 9 chord, 11, 10, 8, and now I do an inner chord movement. I change this for this, and I get this chord 8, 8, 10, 10, 8. Then I change this. Actually, it's just a bass movement. Well, if that's the bass, then it's an inner voice movement. That's just a matter of definition. So 8, 10, 8 now. And 7, 8, 8, right? So those are all E flat mixer chords. Then we go to D7 flat 9 in the shape of an E flat diminished. You see, check out that video. 6, and then follows 7, 5, 7. And the same thing for this diminished chord, F sharp diminished. We had it 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, we had it already. So we have. Then G minor 7 strumming, 10, 8, 10, 11. That's a standard chord. Changes over to C7 cowboy chord because we need this. I just play the bass and the D, G, and B strings. So I don't really play this, but I have it here because if my thumb would do a thing like, then I would have the 4th in there, which is not good. So I play the whole chord always, even though I don't play all the strings. See? 10th fret down to the 8th fret and shaping a C9 in the shape of an E half diminished. So see, what you learn from this lesson is C9 is E half diminished, while C7 flat 9 is E diminished. Here it goes, the light bulb. All right, 6th fret of B, and now we have a bunch of chords just for filling stuff. E flat 9, 6, 5, 6, 6 up to the B string. D7 sharp 9, 5, 4, 5, 6. 1 to the left, D flat 7 sharp 9. And C7 cowboy chord because we need that E on top. So, well, we could have done it this way too. It's more sophisticated. I have an E here too when I need a C dominant chord. But this is just so much easier. So that's why I play it this way. Okay, here's that chord descending movement. Right, I think you know that. 3, 5, 3, 5, that was. Right, that was the B section, and here it is at slow tempo. 3, 4. If you made it up to here, you probably like the content of my channel, and you may want to consider supporting the channel in order to keep the free video tutorials running. And you can do so by clicking that join button. That is a monthly membership of the channel, and you'll get some neat perks for it. So thanks for your support, and let's continue. And here we are at the C section already, and this starts the same as the A section. So we start with that F again, G minor 7, the C13 to the C9. So the first 3 bars are completely identical. And now we change to an A half diminished with the C in bass. That's a C minor 6 as well. See, one chord can always be another chord. It always depends on if it makes any sense, right? But you can name everything anything. So that's 8, 7, 8, 8. Then I go 1 to the left to the 7th fret, and now the D7 flat 9 in shape of an E flat diminished chord. 6, 7, 5, 7, we had this before. And what we have here is a 2, 5, A half diminished to D7. That's why I named this A half diminished and not C minor 6. Because we have 2 5s in jazz, and that makes more sense here. Right? G minor 7, we did not have this one because this one has the root on top. Because we need, that's the melody. Excuse me. 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8. And then we go to a standard G minor 7. That's 10, 8, 10, 11. And a little bass run, 10, 9, 8. I always do that. If you watch my videos, this is one of my favorite moves. Going to the C7. And the rest of the chord follows 8, 9. No 13 here, just the blank guide tone voicing. Then I switch these 2 fingers and I have 9, 8, 9, and it's a C sharp diminished, stands for C7 flat 9. That's also an E diminished, okay? Diminished chord everything can be root, but it is a C7 flat 9 actually, and here's the resolution to the F6, 8, 7, 7, 6, and that was it. Here is the whole C section at slow tempo, 3, 4. Check out my chord melody playlist if you're into that style. Other than that, I hope you like this video. Give it a fat thumbs up, subscribe my channel, share the love and the knowledge, hit that bell notification, maybe join the channel. Haven't forgot anything? I don't think so. I see you next week. Servus, Baba.